Hello and welcome to another World of Warships video. I should be streaming at this point, but unfortunately due to my internet absolutely tanking, I can't play and I can't reliably play, and I certainly cannot stream. But anyway, enough of my internet provider's problem. Welcome to me sailing in the Nelson with the special captain, so yeah, apologies for the sound effects there. And this game is a great game, and I think it's a game which the developers always envisage World of Warships to be. Both teams being relatively evenly matched, hitting each other hard, and also making sacrifices for the team. And instantly you can know it's a good starting point when that kid sailed into the cap there, A cap, and everybody in this area asked for help. He said, protect that target, protect this target, protect our target. Now we do have a little issue over to the right hand side. There's people delaying their login because of their own internet issues, and you can't really fault them for that. So here we go, and we are spectacularly outnumbered over this side. We are so outnumbered it is not even funny. We have the Nelson providing cover. We have got a Hipper coming forward. There's a DD kicking around. There's a couple of battleships. There's a North Carolina on the working the flank, and we've got myself, a Colorado, two cruisers, and a kid who's playing a very dangerous game. And I might have shown a little bit too much side there, but I needed to turn the corner. Stop the fires, I had two, and sure enough, there's the enemy DD making a push. Kid is opening fire on him. We've got to take this guy out. He's called his target, and we need to nail this one. Shots out. I've got AP loaded, but it could be enough. If I'm lucky, it could be enough. And yes, it is. First blood to me in the Nelson, and I'm pulling away. The incoming fire will have a go against my angled side. I do pick up a flame, but I've got the British heel on my side, so I can easily take that damage, and certainly I get away with the turn. But because I've turned away, I can now pull back, and you can see there coming in for the kill. There's a guy there using the edge of the map. I try and fire in his general direction. He'll lay it out. The kid has laid smoke. He has capped that sun for our team, but we still know that we are on defensive this side. We cannot hope to take that lot on in a fair fight, but we do speak. Oh jeez, look at that fire coming in. Oh, but I'm angled, I can take it. I'm not doing too badly. And sure enough, there's the enemy North Carolina. He's working that flank, and we've got the Colorado who is defending the flank on the far left hand side of me. Jib come into shot quite recently. There he is, just in the corner there. By us being along this line here, that is stopping and delaying the enemy from attacking this side full out. So strategically we've placed ourselves quite well, even though he's now finally been taken out. But we know we are playing a defensive game here. The cruisers are pulling back, I'm pulling back. The kid is just sitting there. He probably should have pulled back, but he hasn't. But our team on the right hand flank, on the east flank, has not pushed forward though, and they really need to. So time to take a breather, and sure enough our team are pinging the map saying, guys, you have got to attack. You really have to attack that flank if we got any chance of winning this battle. I'm pushing back up again, reset my position. I'm particularly worried about the North Carolina on the far left there, because he can get a beautiful broadside against me. He's dropped off detection. He's just popped back on again. So somebody on the enemy team has to put the pedal to the metal to try and take this A cap here. And it's going to be that Hipper who's just been detected. We've got the Ashio pulling back as well. He's known the problem. And more on him later. They're up, fired, shots out. Probably could have done with H here at this point, but when you know what you got to do, it's kind of tough. It's very tough. And yep, that did sweet FA, and that kid is in dangerous trouble. And that is the Hipper who's made the play and has made the attack. And sure enough, that's North Carolina who's worked our flank. No Colorado to stop it. And there he is going for it, that Hipper. He played particularly well this game. Come on. See if we can take him out. Come on. We need to take him out for the kid who's finally making a move. And that Hipper stopped just in time. Oh. Shots coming in from the North Carolina. He's smoked up. That's not going to save him. And he's gone. But with 3 ships apiece, we're up slightly on points. But we have lost this flank now. Colorado's gone. The kid is gone. It's just myself and the cruisers. That Hipper has quite rightly not gone too far. And I'm having to do a bit of guesswork and shoot across the island there. And just get it wrong. RNG was certainly not on my side. Pop the heel to get it through. And now our team are finally pushing a D point on the right there. A cruiser has done exactly what the Hipper's done. I've turned and using the islands here as a bit of cover. Come on, guys. Let's see if these ones do any better. And once again, no pois for the slacker. Both the cruisers know that we have lost this engagement. We are pulling back. The enemy are pushing hard. There's at least 2, 4, 5, 6. There's a further 7 there. Again, the Hipper has done exactly what he should. Annoyingly, he's just pushed enough. Finally, I get a solid hit on him, but sadly, it's not enough to kill him. And now I am getting the focus fire because the Chapayev is almost dead. The enemy are focusing. Notice how the enemy on this flank are focusing down the targets. I've got a couple of people firing at me, 3, but the rest of them are going for that cruiser. And then you'll see sooner or later how many people will be firing at me. But we've got to keep firing. We've got to stop these guys from pushing around there. 1, 3, 5, 6. I am now dessert, pretty much. They've had their main course, and now I am dessert. And oh, 2 fires. We dislike it. Pop the repair. There we are. I'm no longer going to survive this engagement. I can probably get another salvo off, and then that's. Oof. Come on. And oh, come on. Fire. Oh, 2 fires. Yeah. I am down. It's just a matter of time. Who can get the kill? There you are. Gone. Damn. But we'll flip over to this side because our team have finally pushed this flank. So we have done what we had to do. We had to try and slow up the enemy and put our ships on the line. Pardon the pun there. Put our ships on the line to just try and slow the enemy up. And we have done the best we can. There's 1 remaining cruiser behind. And there's also the Asio player who has fallen back to defend the cap as well. And we are spamming chat, not in a bad way, saying, oh, these players have been playing bad. They're saying that you guys need to get that cap. And they acknowledge it. They're saying, yes, yes, we do. So we are working as a team to try and pull this game back. Because if you look at the point score, yeah, the enemy is still very even. And there's that Asio player who's sent all his torpedoes in a very target-rich environment there. Gets a couple of hits. There's the Nuremberg, who's the only remaining cruiser from the flank which that was defending this flank. And he is doing his best to just try and whittle down as many of these ships as possible. But he's made a paper and he's been up-tiered, so it doesn't look good for him. But he's doing what he can. He could, at this point, not fire. He could not fire and allow the enemy just to take it. But it's not. That's not what he's doing. That's definitely not what he's doing. He's actually, well, he's now died, but he was fighting as best he could to try and slow these guys down. Try and stop the cap of C, because he knows how important it is for the team and how they're going to win. Or giving us an opportunity to win. Putting again his body on the line, his ship on the line for the team. And I can't really say that enough in this sense. But this is now as tight as it's going to be. We're 500, they're 200 points ahead. We have just capped their B. They're going to cap our C. More torpedoes out from the Ashio. It's very lucky there's no DDs to try and hunt him down. But that French player there on the left hand side, a French cruiser there, is actually targeting him. The Charles de Mohr, is it? I can't tell because the graphics quite poor. But more torpedoes are out, and we're thinking, wow, you can't get much tighter than this one. More torpedoes incoming. I only wish they got some hydroacoustic on this one. And look where the enemy are happening. We are going down the centre. We are stopping the enemy from coming up. There's a Tirpitz in there. I did have a problem with the thing. There's the Tirpitz. He's pushed a little bit too far. We've got a Massachusetts coming down here. Oh, look at those torpedoes coming in. They're hitting that North Carolina. Beautiful hit. Can we sink these ships? We are down on number of ships. Oof, another one hit. More torpedoes out. Come on. The North Carolina is repairing that damage. Can this torpedoes hit him? Come on. Oh, one might get him. This is from the... Yes, we get one. And it's caused flooding. Can we actually kill this ship? Because we desperately need it for our team. The Hipper's low. The North Carolina's low. The Charles Natal is making a rush for D point there, if you noticed. And... oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Still flooding. Oh, has he done enough? Has he repaired enough? He's on a sliver of health. Now the Massachusetts has taken up the position of the, I think it was a Tirpitz, but he's not rushed forward. He knows he just has to stop these guys from coming up the centre. There's the Nelson there. We've got the Hippers making a play with his torpedoes. Yep, there he is. There's the Hipper's torpedoes pushing in. Shots out and... oof, turtleback armour for the win. But now the Massachusetts is reversing. He's got to defend it. But look, our cruisers have left the central of the cap and are pushing straight into the other cap in A point and try and take it back. That's the right decision to take for this game. May not necessarily the one to get the most damage, but it is the right one for this game. And sure enough, it has just evened up the odds a little bit with the points total there being around about 100 points less. Now we go for a little bit of poor video angle from my point. Very sorry. I'm thinking, come on torpedoes, come on torpedoes, take the Nelson out, take the Nelson out, take the Nelson out. Come on. And we finally get the North Carolina. Finally, for the first time, we have evened up the point score. The other enemy North Carolina has taken a beautiful broadside. That should be enough. Oh, he might repair it. He does need to repair it. We've now capped A. The Massachusetts has made a play and has lost. Bringing the points right back to only 10 points difference with 4 ships in both sides remaining. There's the Asasio. He's been pushed away because the Lazo has actually flushed him out, and so he can't get his torpedoes to bear now. He's got to play a running game. So it's just down to this Colorado. We're saying get the Hipper. They're low. They just need to take this Colorado out. Tier 7, 2 Tier 7s versus Tier 7. He fires at the right target. He's now got the Hipper. Finally, that guy that caused so much issues all game is down. And we are just minor ahead. Now, who's going to win this? Now, the enemy will need to go for a ram here to actually try and even up the odds. But do we have enough? I think we have just turned the tide here. Come on. Is he going to go for the ram? The Nelson's certainly going for the ram. It's a good trade. Front gun's fired. Will he get the ram? And ram denied. The final hurdle. And with that last gasp, wow. We have finally turned it for our side. What an absolute incredible match where everybody really did what was needed to win. Not necessarily played the best. I got 34,000 damage, but I took out a key destroyer, and all of us tried our best to slow them up to allow our flanking half of the team to go round. But man, that was arguably the best and closest game of World of Warships I've ever had the pleasure of playing. And with C cap taken, the enemy are taking B, but it's not enough. We have finally swung it for our side with only 90 points difference. And let's go to the results screen. And well, the results screen is not that fantastic. 34,000 damage, one sinking, but really, what a team effort. And it's just in the scores, nearly the entire team over 1,000 base XP and over 5 on the enemy side, over 1,000 base XP. What a game, what a match. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.